There is a powerful teaching hidden in plain sight. The bridge between the Torah and the prophets is not a king, nor a sage, nor a miracle worker. It is a woman, a convert, Ruth the Moabite. Through the idea of Ruth and the vision of the prophets, I'm going to show how conversion of the nations to Judaism is required for the redemption to be fulfilled. Please hear me out before dismissing this teaching. And no, I'm not just referring to mere Noahide law observance, but rather to full conversion of all the Gentiles who are called. As the prophets did not see the future redemption being filled with B'nai Noach, but rather they saw all the nations knowing the divine name of Hashem himself. Let's dive deep into the Torah and explore the gates that enter the coming redemption. When Ruth utters the words, "Your people will be my people and your God my God," she does more than express loyalty. She initiates a cosmic alignment. According to the sages, conversion involves two components: Kabbalat Ham, which is acceptance of the people, and Kabbalat Halakut, acceptance of the God of Israel. Ruth fulfills both with radiant clarity. Her journey is not merely personal, it is archetypal. She becomes the prototype of every future soul who will journey from exile to entering the covenant. But Ruth is not merely an exception or outsider welcomed into Israel. She is the key to its destiny. She is a clear sign and pattern for the redemption as a whole. From her womb comes David, the anointed king, Meshika, the sweet singer of Israel, and the archetypal vessel of Malchut. Without Ruth, there is no David. Without converts like her, the redemptive arc of Israel remains incomplete. You see, an act of conversion brought about the kingship of the Anointed One. This leads to a critical and often overlooked point. Converts are not optional to the story of Israel, they are essential. The Midrash in Yevamot 63b boldly teaches that Mashiach will not come until all souls from the nations who are destined to convert will do so. The Zohar echoes this, asserting that the elevation of sparks among the nations is a precondition for redemption. Israel must not merely tolerate or accept converts, it must actively seek them, for in doing so, it fulfills its role as a light to the nations. This prophetic truth is echoed powerfully in Zephaniah chapter 3 verses 8 and 9, where the prophet envisions a time of global judgment, not to destroy, but to refine. "For by the fire of my passion all the earth shall be consumed," says Hashem. But this fire is not annihilation, it is purification, and what follows is, honestly, astonishing. "Then I will turn to the peoples a clear language, so that all of them will call upon the name of Hashem, to serve him with one accord." You see, this is the vision of the nations returning, not as strangers, but as those who now speak the clear language of Torah, who know the true name of Hashem. Only a truly converted soul in Devakut with Hashem can obtain the divine name. And as the sages and Kabbalists teach, to call upon the name is not to utter a word, it is to embody the whole Torah, for the Torah itself is the divine name in written form. The whole Torah is the Shem Havaya in fractal revelation. Thus, Zephaniah foresees a time when the nations will know Torah at its core, its language, its purpose, its unity with the divine. The nations, by being able to truly call upon the divine name, are thus likened to Torah scholars. As the Rambam implies in his work More Nevukim, that only a philosopher sage, a Torah master, who has achieved the highest level of intellectual and spiritual clarity, having received pure absolute metaphysical truth, can even dare approach understanding the divine name. Zephaniah sees a day when the Gentile nations reach this level, as he clearly says that the nations will be of a pure language and will proclaim the name of Hashem. From this alone, we should understand that the nations should be learning the secrets of the Torah. This is nothing short of a prophetic endorsement of the role of the nations in the redemptive process. And who first models this path? Ruth the convert. Sadly, many Jews today have absorbed a mistaken pride in not seeking converts, yet the prophets and sages teach otherwise. The ingathering of converts is not a dilution of Israel, but its fulfillment. Ruth, a Moabite forbidden by simple halakha from entering the assembly, becomes the mother of Mashiach. Her story is really the blueprint of how chesed, loving kindness, teshuvah, return, and divine orchestration overrides superficial legalism to reveal deeper metaphysical truth. In Kabbalistic terms, Ruth embodies Malchut, the final of the 10 Sephirot, the vessel through which all divine light must pass to enter the world. Malchut has no light of her own. She receives everything from above. Ruth too receives exile, widowhood and poverty, but she transforms them into faith, loyalty and redemption. Her union with Boaz, the tzaddik, mirrors the sacred yichud, or unification of divine emanation with the earthly vessel, resulting in Malchut, or kingdom. Ruth also performs a cosmic Tikkun. The lowest shell reveals the highest spark. Ruth transforms the clipper of desperation into the channel of kingship. In this way, she not only enters Israel, she reshapes it. This insight is not abstract, it is lived. For those who, like Ruth, have chosen this path, who have embraced Torah from the outside in, it is a reminder: you are not on the margins of the story, you are its hinge. You are not merely a recipient of light, you are a vessel that shapes its form. Just as Ruth gave birth to David, the convert today may give birth to ideas, students, communities, and aid in the redemption itself. Through kindness, faith, and holy defiance, many from the nations return to Hashem, not in opposition to Israel, but as redemption's fulfillment. Zephaniah saw this day coming, Ruth foreshadowed it, the prophets confirmed it, and the Torah demands it. Israel must once again open its heart and mission to these souls. Through Ruth, Malchut is crowned. Through her, and through all true converts, the voice of God becomes not just a whisper from above, but a kingdom upon the earth. Thank you for watching. This has been a presentation of Avraham Eminer. The views expressed here are mine alone and are not meant to be an authoritative representation of any one religious tradition.